Hello, everyone, and welcome to our session about writing business emails. We're going to do a few topics here in class that you might find helpful. So it's time for us to go ahead and get started. Please come on into the Hangout if you have your ticket. Join me here in the Hangout. If not, feel free to just view, but we'd love to have you here participating. So it's time for us to go ahead and begin our lesson. I'm ready, so come on in and join me. Okay, so once again, it's time for us to go ahead and start our lesson about writing business emails. We're going to practice writing 6 different business emails. Once time permits, you'll have ample time to practice and respond to a couple of emails. So it's time for us to go ahead and begin. When you're ready, come on into the Hangout and we'll go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our session about writing business emails. When you're ready, please feel free to join me here in the Hangout, and we'll get started with our email writing. It's great to have you all here with me tonight. Once you have your ticket, come on into the Hangout and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, well, once again, thanks for joining me for our session on writing business emails. For those of you who are viewing, I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share so that you can take a look at the lesson for today. And then if you would like to practice there at home, you're more than welcome to do so. Okay, very good. So as you can see, our lesson today will talk about writing business emails. The first thing you want to do is make sure you have someone's name in the to line. And you also want to put what your business email is about. So I'm going to give you an example here. Okay, so let's say to Bob Smith. And we're going to say this is regarding Okay, now I'll save the body and the closing for our participants when they come on into the Hangout. But basically, this is how we're going to get our business email started off. Hello, Joya. Joya, how are you today? It's great to have you here with us. Great to have you here. All right, so once you have your ticket, please feel free to join me right here in the Hangout, and then we'll go ahead and get our lesson started. Okay, so let's see. Okay, all right, so to our viewers, welcome again to our session about writing business emails. We usually do a nice warm-up session before we get started. So for those of you who are participating in the chat box, that's great. You feel free to participate here in the chat, but if you would like, come on into the Hangout and we'll go ahead and get started with our lesson. As you read in our description, we're going to talk about a few different topics, and you're going to get some time to practice your writing business emails based upon the topics that we've chosen. Okay, very good. So for those of you who are viewing, and if you would like to participate in the chat, if you're able to do so, that would be great. So basically what you're going to do, let's try that first topic. And so I'll see if we have participation in the chat, and then I'll go ahead and scroll down to the other topics after the first one. Okay, very good. So if you are participating in the chat, so what you're going to do is, let's read the first topic. The first topic says, request time off. You have an important 3-day meeting to attend in a major city in your country. You will need 1 week off to travel to and from the meeting. Okay, so you're going to type an email to your supervisor. Okay, so make sure that as you start your email that you have the person's name. Okay, and if it's a male, you could say Mr. Bob Smith or Mrs. Jane Smith, depending upon if your boss is a male or female. Okay, in your request line or in your topic line, okay, you're going to put that your email is about requesting time off. Okay, so the body of the letter of the email, that will be up to you. Okay, so basically you have the topic, so if you'd like to participate in the chat, go ahead and do so. And then I'll take a look at your email and see if there are any corrections that need to be made, and then we'll go ahead and continue with our lesson. Okay, so let me go ahead and share that screen for you once again. Sorry about that. Okay, all right, very good. All right, so for those of you who are participating in the chat, go ahead. This is your opportunity. You're going to go ahead and take that first topic, and we already have our to-line and our regarding line. Now we just need our body. Okay, all right, very good. Okay, so let's see. Joya, you can participate here in the chat. Okay, so very good. So for those of you who are not here in the Hangout, you're not able to join us physically here in the Hangout, that's fine. Go ahead and in the chat box, we'll go ahead and have you try to practice writing your business email there. Okay, so remember, your topic is that you're requesting time off. You have an important 3-day meeting to attend in a major city in your country. So you have to choose that major city in your country, and then you're requesting 1 week off to travel to and from that meeting. Okay, so while you're doing that in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and give you an example. Okay, all right, so go ahead and think. And then let's see, we have Eslam. Hello, Eslam, how are you doing today? I'm sorry, Eslam, I'm not able to hear you that well. Eslam, how are you doing today? Okay, well, let's give Eslam a moment. Maybe we just need a moment to go ahead and... Okay, good. So I think I'm hearing you now. Hello, Eslam, how are you? Okay, very good. Well, welcome to our writing session. Today we're practicing writing business emails. Okay, so as you can see...
Hello, anyone here?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. How are you doing?
Teresa.
Yeah, yes. Can you hear me okay?
Hello?
Yes. Okay, one moment. Okay. Oh, so Islam is not here anymore. Okay. All right. Very good. So Joya, let me look at what you have. I have a conference in London and it takes 3 days. I would like to travel there. Okay. All right. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. Now, the only thing that we want to add here is you want to make sure that you are addressing someone in your email. Okay. So, Joya, maybe you can say whoever your supervisor is. We'll say Mr. Smith or uh, Miss, I don't know, Miss Harris. Mm-hmm. Okay, you want to make sure that you have someone in the to line. All right, so I have a conference in London and it takes 3 days. I would like to travel there. Okay, yes, it's pretty good. Now, the one thing I would say is that you want to make sure that you have complete sentences and that you use correct punctuation. Okay, so here's what you would have. Okay, so I don't know if you have a female or a male supervisor, but let's say it's Miss Harris. Okay, so let's say Miss. Mhm. I have a conference. Okay, so dear Mr. Smith. All right, beautiful. There you go. So dear Mr. Smith. All right. Now I'm going to type the first sentence here in the chat box for you. All right, so I have a conference in London. Okay, now you want to put a period at the end of that sentence. That's a complete sentence. Okay, and then you start again. It Okay, you could actually say I have a 3-day conference. Okay, so let's put here. I have a 3-day conference to attend in London. Okay, so that could be your first sentence as well. Okay, you just combine the first two sentences. Okay, all right, so now you've talked about the 3-day conference, okay, but remember also in the requirements you will need 1 week off from the meeting, from work to travel to the meeting. Okay, so you want to ask for that time off. Okay, so remember to ask for that part off. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So go ahead and type that information, Joya, and I can go ahead and put that here on the board for us once you have all of the parts to your email. Okay, because we need to have a complete body and then we'll work on our closing. Okay, so far we have, dear Mr. Smith, I have a 3-day conference to attend in London. Okay, so go ahead and ask for the week off. Okay, all right, very good. So I have your sentence here. Just going to go ahead and get that copied onto the board. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, so you said I need some time. Okay, I just want to make a space, put a space here. They're two separate words. I need some time to prepare myself for traveling. Okay, we're just going to put self together to prepare myself for traveling. So I need a week off. Okay, so I need a week off. Okay, that's good. So I need some time to prepare myself for traveling. So I need a week off. Okay, all right, very good. So you've talked. You have your subject line. You have the recipient's name. And then you have the body of your email. So I need a week off. Okay, very good. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Okay, you could also say, so I am requesting a week off. Okay, it's okay to say need, but because this is a request for time off, I would say that maybe that would be what you could say here. So I am requesting. So I am requesting a week off. Okay, then there's the point of your email. Okay, and so then now you can put your closing. Okay, so your closing could be regards or sincerely, or you can simply say your name. Okay, so you just put your name here down at the bottom. Okay, and that's it. You go ahead and send your email. Okay, so you said, I don't know how to speak formally. Is it the appropriate way to ask for a leave? Yep. So I think that would be a better way to say that. Okay, so I need some time. You've already talked about your need to prepare myself for traveling. So I am requesting a week off. Okay, so that would be an appropriate email. Okay, and what I like about this email is that it just has two sentences. It's very short, but it gets right to the point. Very good. Okay, so do you have any questions about this email? Do you have any questions, Joya, about this particular email? Okay. Okay. All right, good. Well, let's move on. Let's move on to our second email. Okay, let's go to our second topic. All right, so our second topic is here in number 2. I'm actually going to change the color here so that you can see that we're talking about something different. All right, so in this email, okay, so for this email, you're going to announce a team meeting. Okay, so it's a team meeting. You're going to choose a date within the next 30 days. Include the location, time, and the topic of the team meeting. Okay, so that's our next email. Okay, again, you want to make sure that you are, I'm sorry, no. Okay, so you want to make sure that you say who you are writing the email to. Okay, so this time it may not be to Mr. Bob Smith. All right, so it could be to team members. Okay, now I'm not sure what your team's name would be, but let's just say to team members. And then this meeting, this is regarding a meeting. Okay, so I'm just going to change that here at the top, team meeting. Okay, so I'm just going to put here, next team meeting. Okay, all right, so we have our two members, two team members, and the subject line, next team meeting. All right, now let's type the body of the email. Okay, so this is the information that you want to include, a date, location, time, and the topic of the meeting. All right, so let's go ahead and try that. Okay, and so for those of you who are viewing, go ahead and try this at home. Go ahead and well, try it at home, of course you're at home. Okay, so go ahead and try it, and you can type your email here in the chat box, and I'll go ahead and take a look at it and give you some helpful pointers. Okay, so go ahead, please. Okay, now with your email, you want to make sure that you keep it simple. This again should just have maybe 1 or 2 lines to it, and then you're going to go ahead and put your closing. Okay? All right, so go ahead and take a couple more minutes. Let's go ahead and get that email together. Okay, very good. All right, so let's see. All right, so again, let's see. We are going to meet on 23rd September at the theater in our school to discuss our coming matches. Okay, very good. Okay, so you picked a date. Okay, now here it is, let's say the 23rd. That particular date has an RD at the end. Okay, because that word is actually 23rd. So it has an RD at the end. Okay, so we're going to meet on the 23rd of September at the theater in our school to discuss our upcoming, and let's say our upcoming our upcoming matches. Okay, very good. Now, one thing that you included the date, the 23rd of September. You included the location, the theater, the school theater. You also included the topic. Okay. Now, one thing you also want to include is the time. Okay, so we know that it's the 23rd of September, but what time is the meeting? Okay. All right. What's the difference between coming and upcoming? Okay, so upcoming is it means the ones that are going to happen very soon. Upcoming. Okay. Coming is something that's going to happen, but it may not be soon. Okay, so at 9 a.m. Okay, very good. So let's put that here in our email. Okay, so we're going to meet on the 23rd of September at 9 a.m. We're going to meet on 23rd September Okay, at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. at the theater in our school to discuss our upcoming matches. Okay, yeah, and that's a perfectly viable email. Okay, you could also break this in 2 sentences if you want. Okay, so we're going to meet on 23rd of September at 9 a.m. Okay, we will meet at, okay, so there are 2 different ways to say this, and it actually sounds a little better. Meet at the theater in our school to discuss our upcoming matches. Okay, and then actually that uses 2 forms of the future tense. Going to meet and will meet. Okay, excellent. Yes, that's a really good email. Okay, I would put it after the date. Good. Okay, excellent job. Okay, very good. You're doing a nice job. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to our next email. We still have some time, so let's move on. Okay, all right. I want to let's move to number 3. Okay, number 3 is actually a lot like number 2, but there's just a couple of differences. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, all right, so in your next email, you're going to announce the annual company picnic. Okay, so that's what you're going to do in the next email. Announce the annual company picnic. Okay, now again, you want to put the date, the time, and the location. Hello, Chicken. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good, thanks. How are you today?
I'm doing just fine, Chicken. Thanks for joining us. Well, Chicken, tonight we are writing business emails. Okay? And so there is another student who's participating in the chat, and they just finished writing their email. So I'm going to get their email on the board so that you can see it, and then I'll have you participate in the next email writing. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So see if I can get that there. Just give me 1 second. Okay, excellent job. So now, Joya, let's take a look at what you have here. Okay. Okay, so it looks like it's going to fit on 2 pages there. Okay, so you have, dear employees, we here at our company would like to announce that our annual picnic will be on 21st of July, and we would like you to join us. Okay, best regards. Okay, nice job. We here at our company would like to announce that our annual picnic will be on the 21st of July, and we would like you to join us. Okay, that's very good. You could use a compound sentence like this one using and, or you can simply end your sentence after July and have a different sentence, a new sentence, we would like you to join us. Okay, either way is just fine. Okay, but this is very nice. Okay, so you have your dear employees, that's who it's addressed to. You have the body and you have your closing. Excellent, excellent job. All right, Joya, you're doing a wonderful job so far, and you're getting quicker too at writing the emails. Okay, very good. So let's move on to our next email. All right, now check in. What we're doing, we're making sure that we have who our email is addressed to and our subject, what the email is about. So we are now on number 4. Okay, and this is the topic of our next email. Okay, so you are going to write an email requesting food for a team luncheon. 10 people will attend the meeting. You are the supervisor. 2 attendees don't eat chicken. Okay, so you want to make sure that you add that clause in your email. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and try it. Okay, so chicken, and you can use the chat box. You can use the VerbaLink chat or the other chat, whichever one you have. Okay, you're going to make sure that you say who the email is to. Okay, you're going to make sure that you have a subject line, and then go ahead and type your request.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and take a couple of minutes and go ahead and type your emails in the chat box.
Yeah. No.
Okay, that's a very good question, Joya. Okay, so if the addressee is a restaurant, who should you start with? Okay, you could use the person's name or the restaurant's name. So you could say XYZ restaurant, XYZ restaurant, Or you could also say to whom it may concern. Okay, or dear restaurant owner. If you happen to know that person's name, then you can put it there, dear restaurant owner. For example, yeah, that's true, dear X restaurant. That would be good. Okay, if you know the person's name, for example, you could put their name as well, dear Paula. Okay, now again, for those of you who are viewing, if you want to try your hand at it, go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, so when you have your email ready, go ahead and type it in the chat box, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, so Joya is ready. You say, okay, so dear restaurant owner, we need 10 chicken fajita pizzas and 2 vegetarian pizzas at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Okay, all right, very good. That sounds good. Now, the only thing that you want to add as well is the location. They need to know where to bring the food. Excellent job, though. That's a very clear and concise request or order for your team luncheon. Good, excellent job. Okay, Joya, you're doing a fabulous job here, and I can see that your emails are definitely improving. Excellent job. That's going to get us ready for our last 2 emails. Okay, so Chicken, how's it going? How's your business email coming? Do you need some help with it?
No, I'm just writing. I'm writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, not a problem. So Chicken, go ahead and finish up that email. And then for those of you who are ready, okay, we don't want to pressure Chicken. So if you are ready, then we can move on to number 5. Okay, so number 5 is that you are going to write an email announcing that the company work week will change from 8 hours 6 days a week to 10 hours 5 days a week. And you're going to explain why this change is needed. Okay, so for those of you who are ready, we're going to move on to number 5. Okay, so Joya, you say at our location next to Central Bank, Building X, office number 234. That's a beautiful, beautiful email, Joya. You're doing an excellent job. Great. That was the missing detail that you needed. Good job. Okay. All right. Now, okay, so Chicken, I want to check back with you. So you were working on number 4. Okay, so let me see what you have. Okay, now our emails are not long. They just need to be just brief and to the point. Okay, so Chicken, go ahead. Whatever you have, go ahead and type that in the chat box for me so that I can see what you have.
Yeah, ties on chat.
Okay. All right, and then let's see. My greenhouse says, Dear X Restaurant, I'm supervisor of team luncheon. I would like to announce that we have our 10 people to join in our party, and 2 people don't eat chicken. We will attend at about 8 p.m. I would like everything okay when we come. Okay, all right, now that's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so you address the email to X Restaurant. That's fine. Okay, and I'm just going to add just a couple of words here. Okay, so I'm the supervisor. Okay, you want to add the supervisor for our team, luncheon. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's not bad. So for our team luncheon, I would like to announce that we have our 10 people. We have 10 people to join in our party. Okay, now so this isn't an announcement. Okay, so we can directly say we will have 10 people. Okay, so I would like to announce that we have 10 people to join in our party. Okay, all right, now that's fine. You want to also say here, Chicken, what kind of food you want. Okay, because you've said here that the 2 people don't eat chicken, and that's fine. Okay, but we need to know what kind of food you actually want.
More detail about food, right?
I'm sorry, say that again?
I mean, to add more detail about foods, right?
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm not sure what kind of food that you want, but for example, you could say, I would like to place an order, and then you say whatever the food is that you want for uh, for 10 people. Okay, so that could be an example. Okay, so I would like to place an order for your I don't know, for turkey sandwiches. I would like to place an order for turkey sandwiches for 10 people. Okay, and it's if, uh-huh,
Yeah.
okay. And then in that case, then we don't have to say that the two people don't eat chicken because you're actually ordering turkey. Okay, so I'm going to type your email here in the other, all right, so I'm going to put it down here at the bottom so you can see it all together. Okay, so let's say, okay, let me get that there. Okay, just give me one moment. I just want to change the font size. Okay, so Dear X Restaurant, and you want to put a comma because you're going to continue your thought. Okay, and the one thing that we changed here is that we said, okay, so I'm going to get that there. One moment. All right, so I'm the supervisor for our team luncheon. I want to place an order for, and we just made up turkey sandwiches. Turkey sandwiches for 10 people. Okay, and let's take out that they don't eat chicken. Let's put it here and move up. Okay, we will attend the meeting. Okay, let's say we will attend the meeting. Actually, this is a luncheon, so let's say the luncheon. Okay, so we will out 8 p.m. I would like everything, let's say to be ready when we come or when we arrive. Okay, all right, so let's see. Okay, so Chicken, what do you think about the email? Does it look like what you want to say?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dear X Restaurant, I'm the supervisor for our team luncheon. I want to place an order for turkey sandwiches for 10 people. We will attend the luncheon at about 8 p.m. I would like everything to be ready when we arrive. Thanks. Okay, so thanks, and you could say hope everything is okay. That's fine. This is more for a personal email. You could just go ahead and put your name here. Okay, thanks, and then put your name at the bottom. Okay, all right, not bad at all. Okay, now let's take a look at, let's see, Joya, you have here, Dear employees, we would like to inform you about our new working hours for the next week. There will be 10 hours instead of 8 hours due to the long holiday we had the last month. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste yours here. Joya, yep, and you are the CEO of the company. Okay, very good. Okay, so Chicken, let me see. Let me go ahead and put this email here, and then I'll go back up and have you take a look at it. Okay. Okay, very good. So we're here at the part where we're saying Dear employees. Let me get the font size there, and let me change colors. Okay, good. So Dear employees, and I'm just going to edit just a little. Okay, so Dear employees, we would like to inform you about our new working hours. Okay, inform you about our new working, okay, hours is with an H. New working hours for, now let's take out next week, or excuse me, because there's only one. So we don't have to specify. Next week is specific enough. Okay, so we would like to inform you about our new working hours for next week. They will be 10 hours instead of 8 hours due to the long holiday we had. Okay, and again, we're going to take out the and just say we had last month. Okay, so we need to be just a little bit more specific. They will be 10 hours, 10 hours per day, or 10 hours a day, instead of 8 hours a day, due to the long holiday we had last month. Okay, so they will be 10 hours a day instead of 8 hours a day, due to the long holiday. Okay, now that's very good. You could also have said here at the top, okay, we will change from, okay, you could have actually said those actual words. We're going to change from 8 hours, 6 days a week, to 10 hours, 5 days a week. Okay, so that specific language is something that you could include in your business email. Okay, but otherwise, taking a look at the body of your email, it was very, very good. Okay, it definitely follows the guidelines, and you included all of the information that we asked for in the email. Okay, so excellent job there, Joya. Okay, Chicken, yes.
Can I have a question?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Can you explain to me about the difference between the last and the past?
Okay, so when you talk about, okay, so right now we are in July. We're in the month of July. If you want to talk about June, okay, we simply say last month. Okay, that is a specific time period. Just like you would say last week, okay, or last month, or last year. Okay, that specifically means the year before. Okay, if I say in the past, okay, I'm not talking about a specific time frame, time period. I just mean something that happened before. Okay, do you see the difference?
Yeah, this means you don't know specific time happened before, right?
That's right. That's right. Just in the past.
Yeah, I see. Thanks.
Good. That was a really good question. Thank you, Chicken. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we are all out of time for our lesson for today. It was great to have you here, Chicken, and it was great to have you here, Joya, working on the different emails. Now I'm going to scroll back up to the top. If you would like to take a screenshot, you're more than welcome to do that so that you can have the topics and you can practice writing those emails on your own. I'm actually going to repeat the lesson next week, so if you'd like to join me for that lesson, then you can get some additional practice with it. Okay? All right. Well, thank you for joining me here for the lesson tonight. Have a wonderful evening, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to see you all again really soon. Goodbye, everybody.